Are you a beginner DJ looking to make some more money? Today, I'm going to show you one purchase that seriously upped my value as a wedding DJ, as well as the aesthetic of my booth. If you looked at tube lights at all, you'll notice that they're super sleek and very good looking. They made my booth go from this to this. They are super awesome. You've probably looked at things like Rock Saber, both 360, Glotubes, or even just some Amazon knockoffs. I've looked at all of these brands as well, but the one I chose to go with for now is Glotubes. And today, I'm gonna do a little review about why Glotubes have been so meaningful to my setup and to my value as a wedding DJ. First things first, they look like lightsabers. If you're ever a DJ doing a Halloween gig, get these and you will have a costume set in stone for you. Secondly, though, and this is probably the most important thing, they make your booth something that photographers want to take pictures of. One thing that photographers will do at weddings is they'll go around and try and get pictures of details. They get pictures of the things on the table, or they get pictures of the flowers. Let your booth become a detail. If it's pretty enough, photographers are going to include that in the details. Therefore, you are getting free, amazing, high quality pictures that you can use to market yourself. That also leads to another piece of advice. Get to know the photographer. They are going to be your best friend and they will really help you get some value. This soft white mode is amazing. It makes photographers want to include your booth in a lot of the important parts like first dances. If you can have your booth in some of the background of these pictures, people will look at those pictures and immediately think, who is that DJ? His or her booth is awesome. So these really helped photographers want to include my booth in their pictures. Having these glow tubes has also added value because it's given me some pretty fun ideas about how to make a wedding reception dance floor a little more exciting. One thing that I've done is I'll actually have an extra one of these behind my booth, and then I'll come out and hold it horizontally, and people will just start doing the limbo. They absolutely love it. You play a song all about low, like Low by Flo Rida or Get Low by Lil Jon, right? And people are gonna come right out, start doing the limbo. It's got some fun rainbow modes and stuff here, and so people just eat that up. I've also done this at school dances where I've got like 3 of these glow tubes and huge lines of these teenagers just start doing the limbo underneath them, and they absolutely love it. I've also done weddings where the groom or the bride have had an absolute anthem, like Bohemian Rhapsody, and they come out and they just start singing the whole song. They use the glow tube as their microphone. One bride and groom who I did the wedding for, they had a son who was probably like 10 years old, and he came out on the dance floor and pretended like it was his guitar. Everybody loved it, and guess what the photographers are doing? Taking pictures, because you are helping create a super fun moment of the wedding that the bride and groom want to remember. Now, if I'm being completely honest with you, if I had nicer lights like the Rock Saber and the Bow 360, I would not trust them in the hands of customers. One of the reasons I like the glow tubes is because of how inexpensive they are. I actually had a situation, a very epic failure, where the whole wedding party jumped into the pool after the dance party, and they took one of my glow tubes, and it no longer works. I was really sad, but a single glow tube is really only like $80. You can get 8 glow tubes for less than $800. When you're looking at the competition, Rock Sabers, you get 8 glow tubes for like $1,600. And for both 360, you get 8 glow tubes for like $2,500. Sure, on Amazon, you can get some that are a lot cheaper than even the glow tubes, but they don't have the soft white mode, which is very crucial for weddings. I will say, as much as I love glow tubes, they do have their cons. One of the reasons they're really inexpensive is because they do not have DMX compatibility. If you are a professional DJ, you've been doing this for a while and all of your lights are DMX, I would not go with glow tubes. But if you're a newer beginner DJ and you're just trying to make your setup look a little bit nicer, you can't go wrong with these. The lights really add a lot of value to your booth. They do have a sound mode. You'll notice that with what I'm saying, the sound is copying, and it's a pretty good sound mode. It's definitely not as good as DMX, but you work with what you got. So for now, I'm gonna use glow tubes, but if I'm being completely honest, I am gonna upgrade eventually, and I'll probably switch to Rock Saber or both 360. One other con of glow tubes is you'll notice they're not fully 360. There's this part right here that's pretty dark, so it only lights up so much. But the way you can set it up is really just so that part is hidden, so it's pretty easy. It's not too bad. Glotubes also don't have a lot of value unless you buy the accessories that go along with them. I got some of their stands that they make for Glotubes, and I really think you can't get Glotubes without the stands. And the reason is because I like to set them up in this pyramid-like fashion behind my booth. They're super awesome and it looks great. And then you can't really see the pyramid legs. Although I do wish Glotubes would make flat stands. I think that would look a lot better. They also have these magnets that you can put on them. And I love these magnets because I've got column speakers and there's just like a big pole that I can just put these right on. They look great right in front of the speakers like that. I've also done weddings where I've been in a gazebo that's made of metal and you can just take the magnets, put it right up, and you don't need to set up the stands. So in the end, I really can't recommend them enough. If you're a DJ who's fully using DMX, don't get Glotubes. But if you're kind of a beginner DJ and looking to just make your booth look better, definitely get Glotubes. If you're interested in any of these products that I put in our video today, check out the link in my description. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.